Forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that is also hard, but it's key. Like growing up, I see a lot. Like the two, sometimes it wants to be like it's a religious war that's coming from the north, and I'd be like, what is the origin of this war? What is it? Why can't one side just tell the other side sorry, and this side will be like, yes, we know we've had it from you like back to back, but we forgive you and let's just start afresh. I don't know, but on small issues, I have seen sorry, the word sorry, and the act of forgiveness work. There are times where, okay, like for me, my kid bro, someone hit him and he came home crying, and I was stepping out to cause like real chaos. And I went to this boy's house, and I told him what's popping, and he was trying to bring stupid excuses why he hit my bro, and all those excuses were wrong. He just was in his feeling. He was just energetic and decided to hit my bro. That was wrong, and that's how many wrongs start. People just do it because they were bored, or just push buttons that they know is going to cause problem, and it's going to seal fates of some people. It's going to make some people lose their lives. It's going to make this and this happen that is going to be so wrong, and it's going to make so many people build up bad emotions in their hearts and carry it for long. Some people think of this. I don't know if they think too deep, but they just push the button, and they, because they were bored. Some people because it was an experiment for them. Many things cause different things to happen here. But then I looked at this boy. I'd be like, I wanted to harm him, like in the manner that he harmed my bro. And I'd be like, but I was trying to use diplomacy to understand the issue, and in between, he gave up trying to find faults, trying to apportion faults to my brother forcefully. Yes, forcefully. And then he'd be like, okay, he knows. Then he was just in his feeling, and he's sorry. Damn, there was this wound that was in my chest when I was stepping out the house. But you see that sorry, it was like the antidote. It just, and then there was forgiveness. There was no vengeance. I didn't give him three slaps back or blow or punch or whatsoever. But then you see that sorry neutralized it. It was a clean sheet. I asked my kid, bro, are you good with this? He said he was smiling already. He was good with it. You see, we can apply this on bigger issues. Trust me, except we are just still there embracing our egos and thinking we can resolve the issues some other way. But trust me, after sorry comes forgiveness, right? When you've had sorry, and trust me, that's why you need to put the apologies first, the meekness, and the heartfelt, a warm, I don't know the method you want to use, but a way to show that yes, these actions weren't right. Didn't even know what happened. I guess yes, it happened. Full chest. I'm owning up to it, but it shouldn't have. And I'm coming to the realization that it shouldn't have if we had handled things better or a lot more sensibly. I wasn't sensible there. I am sorry. After sorry, the other ends should do well to say, okay, let's find a way to forgive ourselves. I forgive you. And trust me, see, forgiveness, it goes a long way. When you forgive people, you've released them of a handcuff that was connected to you, your hand also. Two people are free when you forgive you and the person you've been holding. There's this common statement that you what you anger and unforgivingness is like eating poison and expecting another person to die. That's true. Why? I'm sorry. Let the internet not flag my videos. Yeah, and expecting another person to cry. That's exactly what it is. So forgiveness is like just we made a video and we talked about how you can actively do it, actively take out the energy before you can even realize that yes, you are in the mood for forgiveness. It's a process for many people, especially if you pay attention to finicky details. Yeah, and I don't know. In this world, what matters more is people. Just like we know money is not assets, people are assets. So if people are assets, then you need to relate with people. And in a relationship, you need these three things. Sorry, please. Thank you. Gratitude. Funny enough, some people see these things like it's beggarly. Yeah, I know when you start to say please too much, it might start to turn beggarly. But like please on the first hand, it's normal and you should do that. But don't go beggarly. Don't become, yeah, there's a thin line. There's a thin line. There always is. So forgiveness is key. I feel, in my opinion, whatsoever it is that you find it so hard to forgive, it haunts you, it eats you up more than it eats the other person. Just find a way to do away with it. Make it a thing of yesterday and let there be a clean slate. Once again, just like a day. See, this morning, it's fresh breath. If this day was, if today, this morning, couldn't forgive us of all the energy we absorbed yesterday, so this morning would have started like an evening. You understand me? But this morning is starting fresh as yesterday morning starts. Even the universe forgives itself, and that's another thing. You should forgive yourself also, because the world might forgive you, but you can find difficulties, and you can still find yourself draining if you haven't had the courage to forgive yourself. That's another side to it that you should see. Forgive yourself. What's that thing? What's that thing that you haven't forgiven yourself for? Many people have even forgotten about it. Many people have forgiven you about it. Many people have overlooked it. But maybe you haven't forgiven yourself because you haven't applied the first thing. Maybe sorry, I don't know. If it's too late, if you can't keep in touch with people that you need to apologize to, please still find a way to forgive yourself. It's a bad emotion to hold. Guilt, especially guilt, unforgiveness, guilt. All these are bad emotions. Like guilt, I guess it was a movie written on based off of true story. A lady that felt guilty for letting her sister die in a train, I guess. And then around the same time, some years, she didn't know the energy that was pushing her to the train station at the same time. I don't know. And maybe she entered the train and she died. She died. you know, that's that's how powerful guilt is, and other emotions that are negative that you hold for too long. It destroys you from the inside. And you see, first, the sorry thing. When you've offended somebody, it's like a nail goes into your leg. Maybe you step on a nail and then you just put a bandage on top, hoping it heals off. You see that nail is going to keep rusting and give that person tetanus. That's exactly when you offend someone, especially when it comes to like your relationship with people. You offend someone and you want to use other means to apologize, like the thing that African parents do. They offend you and they be like, Junior, come, have you eaten? You see, Junior, he's gonna love the food you want to give him now. But me as Junior know that you're an adult or you are my parent actually, but you were wrong yesterday and you needed to have said sorry. Honestly, sorry goes a long way. Even to a thug, no matter how hard a thug is, a side of them recognize the word sorry. Know this. No matter how hard the person is facially or attitudinally, trust me, they know when they're apologized to. They know when people own up to the wrongdoings, to the wrongs they have done to them. That's how it is in the ghettos. Yeah. And if you don't know how to say sorry, it will be hard for you to find forgiveness and it's a madness. But this is therapy and you should take it. Own up to it. Say it sometimes, not unnecessarily, and not to people that don't deserve it. And not in scenarios where you know you are not wrong. Where you know it's obvious that you need an apology. Someone needs to apologize to you and people are trying to manipulate you to say sorry. Keep mute. Know when you should say sorry and know when people owe you apology. There's a thin line. Yeah, that's forgiveness. Forgive so you can be forgiven. There are people that you have offended that you need their forgiveness. There are people that you will need their forgiveness. There are people that have offended you that you need to forgive. And at the end, we all have offended God. God forgives if we ask. So who are we not to forgive? Forgiveness it is. And it's 10 minutes. And that's it for forgiveness. Let's stop here.